Sure is a nice morning for a garden tour. I know you're saying, but Mike, that's not a good-looking garden. And you're right, although it does have some plants. Some phlox. These are peppermint down here. There she goes. This here is a compost pile. Work in progress. I'm going to do a video when I start mixing it all up and incorporating it and getting it out of these bags. Get it into one big pile. I tarp it when it's dry, and then when it rains, I pull the tarp back, let it get wet, and then I put it back when the rain's done. I'm not sure what the forecast is today. I think it's going to be a sunnier day. Let's start this tour. I'm also going to show a job I did on the crepe myrtle along my driveway using my chainsaw to clean them up this year. My Echo battery powered chainsaw, really great. It's been easy to work with. Cleaned those up yesterday. Show you the end result. They look pretty nice. This is my winter garden, the throes of my winter garden. I really love it when these mustard seed start turning to seed. These mustard plants. They are really pretty, and then they create the seed for the following year if you need them. Whoa. There's a bird over there. Little bird over there. Little wrens like this area a lot. I see a wren around here. Let's see. The red mustard are looking healthy. It was a little warmer the other day. Boy, these red mustard really respond to the warmth as far as they don't like it. They get droopy. But look at them now, they're looking nice. This time of day, they love it. This is when they're at their best. Oh, there's a birdie again. Yep, that's a little wren. Those things can really sing pretty. Looking pretty nice though. I mean, it's towards the end of this winter, but these plants are going to go for a while. The red really can go longer in the year. They don't turn to seed as quick. These green ones have a tendency to turn to seed a lot faster. And that's what they're for, the mustard seed. I think it's amazing. I don't know how it turns yellow because the seeds are like black. Why is mustard yellow? But these right here are not mustard. These are some Swiss chard. Slowly going, very slow. Nothing real great, really. Here are some collard. Those are decent. These are some of the best ones I have this year. My wife helped plant these. But even they're not that great. These plants can get huge. Collard. And I have a bunch of Swiss chard over here too. They are growing slow all the way down. Turnip, some mustard right here. I've been harvesting turnip and feeding them to my pet rats that I trapped. And now I'm keeping them and taking care of them, and they're doing well. Some more turnip here. Pretty decent. These are some of my best ones I still have yet to harvest. I just harvested a bunch yesterday. Wow, look at this one. That's pretty decent. That's nice. I have a parsnip. I'm really curious about this parsnip. I hope it's going to be a big one. They can get quite large too. Over here, a little flower garden with a pretty Swiss chard there. Swiss chard are tasty. They're beautiful plants as well. I'll be doing some work on this garden. This fencing, I'm going to be moving it and transitioning it over around this hill and protect that area. I'll be planting some zucchini. Hopefully I'll have some luck with some cantaloupe seeds and some watermelon seeds I'm trying to grow now. They're slow going. We'll see what happens with those seeds. I hope I can get them going. Be working on that for spring. Of course, cantaloupe are a nice summer plant, but you got to get them started early before it gets too hot. They like the heat when they're big, but when they're smaller, they're really tough to get going when it's too hot. And these plants love the cool. This time of the day, they just love it the most. Just focusing right in on the net. Then it gets noisy over here. The remains of cassava. There's probably some pretty good cassava in the ground here. I'm just leaving them to see if they'll grow back next year. These are cassava too, these two smaller ones. This is probably my worst garden. I don't know what's going on with it. I have this big pile of compost in the middle. But just nothing's really going that good here. There's some plants I planted right on top of the compost. They're coming along. They're not dying, but I planted some collard. Those have grown. They are really just exactly the same. They even might be smaller. I don't know. They've shrunk. Yeah, this has been a tough spot. I don't know why. Had some great eggplant last year. Leaving them to see if they'll sprout anything when it starts to warm up. They can. Yeah, they can come back. We've had pepper plants do that too. Uh-oh. Whoa, I see deer print here. Deer print right next to my garden. You see those indentations? Yeah, all the way down. Oh boy, yeah, deer. This weird looking plant is a lemongrass. I just leave it like that to protect it, and I trim it when it starts to warm up. We'll see. This is my biggest question mark this year, is this garden right here. I'm doing a lot of work with compost, so I figured I'll start to get some results eventually. Well, here's the work I was doing with my Echo chainsaw. I was still using the loppers in some areas, but most of it I used the chainsaw. It went really well. Cleaned these up nice. The first time I used anything other than loppers on these trees. There's something I was thinking about doing. Since I'm using a chainsaw, I can clean them up even finer than when I was using the loppers. You can see I could take some of those knobs off. But I was looking at it and I started thinking I kind of like them. They add a little bit of a character to the tree. And it reminds me of the days when I used the loppers. So leave a comment in the comment section down below on whether you think I should remove them or not. See, that one's pretty close already, but right here, look at that big one. That big knob. They're all over. No, I'm not seeing them as much. I love the look of these trees. They look like sculptures. Here's another one. Look at that funky thing. Should I cut it off? Or is that okay? We'll just leave it. Here's another one. This one just got a bunch of stuff going on here. Here's another little one. That's getting kind of close, but I can still nip that off. Yeah, just something I was looking at. Should I clean them up? Or look at that big bulky thing. It's kind of cool looking. You know, these trees, the shapes of them is part of the beauty. You know, like that hole right in the middle of its trunk. That's not a bad, it's not because it's dying or anything. That's healthy. It's just the way the trees join together when they're smaller. Like this. Or like this is an even closer example of how it'll do that. They connect here. It all becomes one. Takes time, but so anyways. That's my crepe myrtle and the work I did. Very happy, nice. Cleans them up, then they get new sprouts. Guess I'll do a little shot of my grass. Here's the ryegrass. Not as thick as years I've done in the past. I didn't put the grass down thick enough. But I'm happy, it's pretty cool. More compost way over there. That's not trash, that's actually compost. I just leave it in the bags for a little while. I'm not just leaving bags of trash in my front yard. That's actually compost in an area I'm working on. I'm gradually filling that area with compost and filling it up where it eroded a lot in the past. This, of course, is not my garden. Sometimes my wife lets me get away with putting things in here from time to time if I need extra space. But this is my wife's garden. And right now, this garden is at a state of as little growth as it will be for, I mean, it still has things in it. Look at the collard there. Some seedlings that I started, she planted them over here. They come along okay. Those collard have been tough this year, but these are some of the better ones too. A persimmon tree there. Another persimmon tree there. So you're getting a persimmon tree orchard going. Roses. More roses over there and pots of onion and little plants she has going. Compost pile I put in there for her. It was like twice as big So she's used up quite a bit of it. There's another compost pile behind there. Of course, my passion flower is dead now. But I feel good. I'm sure it'll come back next year. It did last year. Check out the fig tree. This is a fig tree I bought from Walmart or Home Depot, somewhere like that. And I couldn't get it to grow at all. Nellie's got it growing great. She transplanted it over here. It's grown great ever since. Look at that. Getting a lot of nice leaves on it. Blueberry tree, a little blueberry bush. deer have been eating some plants over here, phlox. We pulled that one up completely. These would be looking good right now, but they've just been nipped off by the deer. So they do like phlox. They're not eating the cabbage yet, because I know they like cabbage too. That's what I have here, Swiss chard, a lone red mustard, and a bunch of cabbage. It's looking pretty decent. These are pretty. A lot of these aren't going to have a big cabbage head. Obviously, these can be huge. So, got these started kind of later in the year, right during the lowest amount of sunlight. Well, that's going to complete this winter garden tour. Might just be one of my last winter garden tours for a while, because I'm going to be thinking spring here soon. Getting some seedlings going and getting things ready for spring. But I sure do enjoy these winters. They're so nice. Thanks for watching. Take care. Talk to you later.